Hello, lovely people. I have something new and exciting to share with you today. This box contains a delivery from Harriet's Plants, and it's her first houseplant seed subscription box. So the seeds were a surprise. This time it is a Puntia ficus indica prickly pear, which is a plant I am not familiar with at all. I'm not sure I've ever really knowingly seen one. So that's going to be fun. I'm actually going to, on purpose, not look it up and just see what emerges as a bit of a nice, fun surprise. Harriet's business is plastic free and peat free, so all of her packaging is wonderfully paper based and biodegradable, and it just makes her packages even more of a joy to unpack. So well done, Harriet, on just being so consistent with that. Harriet is also really keen to connect with her customers and create a little community who can sow and grow together and keep in touch with each other about the progress of their plants growing, so that's really fun as well. We're able to opt into a small social media group too, which Harriet has set up for subscribers so we can all discuss how our growing is going, and also of course ask Harriet questions and lean on her growing expertise. As an individual task, it's quite straightforward and quick, so I decided to just take my time and go slowly and gently and not lose it in the melee of a really busy, chaotic day. So once the kids were in bed, I just made some space at my desk. It doesn't take up much room, and I lit a candle, had a cup of tea, and just enjoyed it. It's always vastly satisfying to soak these coir tablets in water and just watch them swell up really quickly. Sometimes they just zoom up like a tower, and it's just quite fun to watch. And I used to think it was something that was going to be really gradual and take a long time, but it's really in seconds. I have bought young houseplants from Harriet before. In fact, my first video on this channel was unboxing a delivery from her and sharing it with you guys. But I've never grown houseplants from seed before, apart from last week I did plant some carnivorous seeds, so it'll be interesting to see how they develop, and I'm excited to see these ones come up as little babies to tend. When I first signed up to this subscription, I just thought it was going to be a packet of seeds flat in the post. I didn't realise it would actually be everything I needed to get started, which is really nice. I do have a lot of materials ready for growing things, but I don't usually have coir in the house. I would probably invest in some in the future if I need to, but it's just really nice that you could have nothing as a complete beginner and just crack on with a lovely task and have everything you need to get going. So I think it's a really lovely product that Harriet has been preparing very lovingly and thoughtfully. It's also worth mentioning that this is a single grower with just a couple of members of staff in a greenhouse, and it's not some big business, corporate factory type product. It is all very lovingly created by Harriet in-house, and it's a very personal touch. There's a lovely message that comes with it, and the instructions are really thoughtful as well. There's lots of encouragement, and Harriet's enthusiasm for growing and for sharing it with people just really shines through, and I think it's a beautiful, lovely thing. These little seeds will just be covered with a thin layer of the coir and not squashed down too heavily, and they will be kept really damp so that they don't dry out while they're trying to germinate. And then when they have actually started to become a little seedling, eventually they will be transferred to the bigger pots that you saw me unpack. And the reason there are so many seeds is just to guarantee that you end up with, a good healthy plant at the end. But we'll just see how many germinate and see how they do. So in a minute I'm just going to go and pop these on a windowsill. I was doing this in the evening, and you'll see there was a lovely sunset. And I'm just gonna keep them on my bedroom windowsill so I see them every morning and every evening, and that I can keep a real close eye on how the soil is doing. I don't want to let them dry out. But if it gets too hot there, I'll move them back a bit onto like a chest of drawers where they'll still get plenty of light and be in my eye line twice a day, but where they might not get so scorched. So we'll just see how they go. I'm just popping the leftover coir into a sealed bag so that it can stay nice and damp and fresh, ready for when I transplant them into the bigger pots later. I will share photos and updates of these little guys over on my Instagram account, which is This Is My Leafy Life. So do zoom over there if you want to see how they're doing. I will, of course, also be sharing all the following seeds that arrive from Harriet's plants. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please like and share and follow and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!
In this house, I am tending to leafy life, reaching